Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you all are great. Today we will have titles. First, you log in using the eplusstudent.com. Okay, click on your name, move on to language at the grade 6. Chapters, titles, and lesson will be capitalizing titles and formatting titles. Alright, so we'll start now. In a title, you have to capitalize the first word in a title. So the first word in a title, last word, and every important word in between. So for example, we have the wind in the willows. Now, James and the giant peach. As you can see, the important words are capitalized, okay? James and the giant peach. All the important words are capitalized. Then these words are not important in titles. So we have some certain words that are not important in titles that you don't have to capitalize. So we have the articles, the short preposition, and the coordinating conjunction. So we have and, but, or. So any of these, nope, you don't capitalize that. A and they, you don't capitalize. At, by, for, in, off, on, to, up. So all the short prepositions you don't have to capitalize. You only capitalize the first word in a title, the last word, and every other important words in a title. Okay. So let's look at some examples. So we have clicked to capitalize the book's title correctly. Going to school in India. As you can see, going is the first word which is capitalized. School is like in the middle, so that means that it's an important word in the title. And then India is the last word. And of course, you have to capitalize name of a country. So definitely you have to capitalize India. Now, this one we have clicked to capitalize that the red balloon. So you capitalize there because it starts in the sentence. So if it was in between, you don't capitalize that. But because it starts in the sentence, then you have to capitalize. And then we also have all the Kingsmen. So you can see that here we have they in between the sentence. We don't capitalize that because it's in between. But all is starting the sentence, so we have to make sure we capitalize. So that's the right pattern for capitalizing titles. Alright, so let's move on to the test. You can share your answers with me. So click to capitalize the movie's title correctly. Is it the first or the second one? Alright, so we have the first one. We have to capitalize the important words in the sentence. So the next one is the elephant man, first or the second. Alright, so we have the second one, the elephant man. Okay. So which of them, first or second, the White House Down? Is it the first or second? The correct movie title. All right, so we have the second White House down. Okay, so the next one fine day, first or second. Okay, so one fine day, the first one. Okay, so next up we have capitalized movie title, first or the second. All right, so we have the second. So My Fair Lady, is it first or the second one? All right, so we have My Fair Lady, the first one. So next of the New York Times, first to second. Okay, the second. All right, over the hedge, is it the first or the second? All right, so over the hedge, the second. So next we have left or right, first or second. So we have the second. All right, so we'll move on to the next lesson, which is formatting titles. Try to complete this if you haven't done it. So yeah. All right, so when it comes to formatting titles, the title of a book, movie, play, TV show, magazine, newspaper should be underlined. Okay, so if you have any of these, they should be underlined for writing or for typing or writing or in italics. So it's either you're underlining them or you're writing them in this format, so in italics. Okay, so the book, movie, play, TV show, newspaper, magazine should be underlined or written in italics. Okay, and then for the poem, article, short story, song, okay, you should put them in quotation mark. So if you have these four, that is the poem, the title, the short story or song, you put them in quotation. Just like this, you are my sunshine. So this is placed in quotation, like in the brackets, like this. Okay, so these are the quotation marks that you put them in. And then the other one, you underline it or you write in italics. Okay, so we have write correctly the show, the title of a TV show, right? So we have Legends of Chima. So it's either you're putting it, underlining it, or writing it in italics. So this is in italics, okay? So for the newspaper, title of the newspaper, the New York Times. So it's underlined because it's not written in italics, right? Okay. Then for book, also you have this one over here. So nothing but the truth. This is the title of a book and it's not written in italics, so it's underlined. Okay, so you just have to take notes. We just have four that should be in quotation. So short story, a song, article, or poem. All right, and then the rest should be either in italics or the underlined form. All right, so which correctly shows the title of a book? Is it the first one or the second one? Title of a book. All right, so for this one, we have which correctly shows the title of a movie. Is it the first or the second? So, which of them? All right, so for the movie, we have the underlined one. So that will be the second. Okay. All right, so TV show, what will be the best one? You can do it. You can do that on television. Is it the first or second? All right, so it has to be the second. All right, so we have be glad your nose is s- so be glad your nose is on your face. So is it the first or the second for the poem? So for the poem, we have the quotation. Okay. So which correctly shows the title of a play? Is it Hex marks the spot? So is it the first or the second? All right, so we have the second. So we have to make sure that we underline. All right, so for a short story, what the bell saw and said. Is it the first or second? So for short story, we have with quotation mark. Okay. So for article, kind hearts are healthier, first or second. All right, so we have with quotation for articles. All right, so magazine, horse and riders. Is it the first or second? All right, so we have the underlined one. Okay. All right, so we have the next, which is newspaper. Green Valley News and Sun, first or second. So for newspaper, it's either underlined or italic. So the first. All right, so that's it for our lesson under titles today. Can you tell me if you have any questions? All right, so since we have no questions, we'll end here. You have tried to complete this lesson if you haven't done it, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone.